Following fertility rates would be discussed, which are important for an undergraduate MBBS student. Crude birth rate, general fertility rate, general marital fertility rate, age-specific fertility rates, total fertility rate, total marital fertility rate, gross reproduction rate, net reproduction rate, pregnancy rate, abortion rate, and general marriage rate. Couple production rate would be touched upon because it is an important topic. Crude birth rate is calculated as number of live births during the given year divided by the estimated mid-year population into 1000. Crude birth rate is the simplest indicator of fertility, and the data required for calculating crude birth rate is the total number of live births during the year. This can be obtained from vital event registers, and the estimated mid-year population from the census. The issues with crude birth rate are: the total population is not exposed to childbearing. There are males, children, elderly, and hence crude birth rate does not give a true idea about the fertility of the population, and hence called crude birth rate. Also, crude birth rate is not useful for comparing fertility across populations because there are differences in age distribution of the population and sex distribution of the population, and hence it is not useful for comparing fertility among different population or among even the same population over a large period of time because the age structure changes. So a more specific birth rate is general fertility rate. It is given by the number of live births occurring during the year, and the denominator is mid-year female population in the reproductive age group for the same year in 2000. Hence, it is a better measure of fertility compared to crude birth rate because the denominator is restricted to the number of women in the reproductive age group and not the whole population. But still, the issue with general fertility rate is that not all women in the denominator are exposed to the risk of childbirth, that is, all may not be married. For correcting that, general marital fertility rate can be calculated. It is the number of live births per 1000 married women in the reproductive age group in the given year. Hence, the denominator consists of women in the reproductive age group and are married. So, GMFR or general marital fertility rate is number of live births during the year divided by mid-year female population of married females in the reproductive age group. Age-specific fertility rates are important fertility rates. They are defined as number of births occurring during the given year per 1000 women in the specified age group. The age groups used are usually 5-year age group, but single year age groups can be used if the study or the survey requires that. The data required for calculation of age-specific fertility rates are the number of births in a given year classified by the age of the mother at delivery and the number of women in the particular age groups. The data can be sourced from vital statistics, that is for the numerator, that is the number of births classified by age of mother, and the denominator, that is the number of women in all the age groups, can be derived from population census or special population based surveys for that purpose. The age-specific fertility rates are required for measuring the age pattern of fertility, that is the relative frequency of childbearing among women of different ages, and as an intermediate calculation when we are finally deriving the total fertility rate, which we will discuss later. Hence, unlike crude birth rate, age-specific birth rates are unaffected by the differences in the age and sex composition of the population or changes in the population age and sex composition over time, and hence age-specific fertility rates are more useful when we want to compare the fertility pattern of different populations with different age and sex structure, or between among the subgroups of the same population, or measuring the changes in fertility over time in the same population, because the age and sex composition may change over time, but age-specific fertility rates would still be comparable over time. There is an example of calculation of age-specific fertility rates. The table gives the age groups in the leftmost column, number of births occurring during in that age group, the mid-year population of women in that age group, calculation of the rate per woman, and finally multiplying by 1000 to obtain rate per 1000 women in that age group. Total fertility rate is defined as the average number of children that would be born to a woman by the time she finishes her childbearing, provided she passes throughout her childbearing years conforming to the age-specific fertility rates of a given year. So it is the impact of age-specific fertility rates of single year. A woman who may be passing through her childbearing phase will have so many years, and the age-specific fertility rates would be different for each year. But this is calculation of total fertility rate is for 1 year. The impact of age-specific fertility rates of that particular year expressed in a single rate, and that is total fertility rate. The data required for calculation of total fertility rate is just the current age-specific fertility rates, which can be added, and total fertility rate can be calculated for that year. Purpose of calculating total fertility rate. Why do we want to combine the age-specific fertility rates into total fertility rate in a single rate? It is the total fertility rate is used mostly for evaluating the impact of family planning programs. Why is total fertility rate preferred for evaluating the impact? Is because the total fertility rate is unaffected by the differences or changes in the age-sex composition over time, because the age-specific fertility rates don't do so. Hence the total fertility rate, which is calculated from these only, will not change with the differences in age-sex composition of the population. And it being a single rate is an easily understandable measure of hypothetical completed pregnancy, of hypothetical completed fertility for that year according to the rates in that year. But remember that total fertility rate is only a hypothetical measure of completed fertility, because no one completes the fertility in single year. And thus the women in reproductive age may any point of time complete their family sizes at different points of time than what is implied by the current total fertility rate. It is just a hypothetical measure of the impact of the family planning program. This is how total fertility rate is calculated. In the left column gives the age groups, number of births occurring in each age group. This is the mid-year population of women in the particular age groups. Calculation of rate, that is dividing the number of births by the number of women in that age group. Adding all the age-specific rates for a single woman, and finally multiplying the summation by 5, because the age groups are of 5 years and not of single year, will give the total fertility rate of 3.52. So by calculating the age-specific fertility rate for only married women, because mid-year population of reproductive may consist of married and unmarried, the total fertility rate may be computed for those women who are married during the reference period, in order to decrease the confounding effects of differences in the exposure to risk of pregnancy. That is, only the married women are more likely to get pregnant. And for that matter, we calculate another measure known as total marital fertility rate, where the mid-year population of women is replaced by mid-year population of married women in that age group. the total marital fertility rate, here the denominator includes only the married women, is defined as average number of children that would be born to a married woman if she experiences the current fertility pattern throughout her reproductive span. The example is here. The age groups, the number of births is the same, but the mid-year population of only married women is only counted, and the number of births is divided by the mid-year population of the married women to arrive at the rate per woman. Gross reproduction rate is defined as average number of girls only, that would be born to a woman if she experiences the current fertility pattern, that is the current age specific fertility rates throughout her reproductive span, assuming no mortality in her. So reproduction rate literally means reproduction, that is a woman reproducing herself in the next generation by producing a daughter. So gross reproduction rate is the number of daughters that replace one woman in the next generation. So calculation of gross reproduction rate is similar to total fertility rate, except that it counts only daughters in the numerators and not the number of children. So another way gross reproduction rate can be calculated is multiplying total fertility rate by the sex ratio at birth, that is proportion of female births of total births. Net reproduction rate versus gross rate and net rate. Net reproduction rate is defined as the number of daughters a newborn girl will bear during her lifetime, assuming fixed age-specific fertility and age-specific mortality for the woman. So the difference between gross and net, that is how many are gained minus how many are lost. In other words, average net reproduction rate is the average number of daughters that would be born to a woman if she passed through her lifetime, conforming to the age-specific fertility and age-specific mortality of the given year, rates of the given year. Hence, net reproduction rate gives a more realistic assessment of the reproductive potential of the population, as mortality in the women is taken into account. It is to be noted, therefore, that net reproduction rate will always be lower than gross reproduction rate. Net is always lower than gross because it takes into account the fact that some women will die before entering the reproductive age group and some will die before completing the reproductive age group. Replacement level of fertility is said to have been achieved when the calculated net reproduction rate is 1, that is one woman replaced by one daughter. But remember that an NRR of 1 does not automatically imply that birth rate is equal to death rate or that population growth has become 0. No, because population growth is more of a function of the age structure of the population. So despite having an NRR of 1, the population growth may continue if the population has a young age structure or the other way around. Child-woman ratio is defined as number of under 5 children per 1000 women of childbearing age group in a given year. So calculated as dividing the number of children under age 5 by the mid-year female population in the reproductive age group for that year into 1000. So child-woman ratio is calculated using national census or survey data. Child-woman ratio can be useful for providing fertility data where birth registration may be so inadequate that age-specific fertility rates and crude birth rate even may not be possible to calculate. So child-woman ratio can serve as a proxy value for fertility data of this population. Pregnancy rate is the ratio of the number of pregnancies occurring in a year divided by the number of married women in the reproductive age group for that year. The numerator, that is the number of pregnancies in the year, would include all pregnancies, whether the pregnancy results as stillbirth, live birth, abortion, or is still not terminated at the time of counting. Pregnancy rate may be required for different reasons. One example may be the difference between pregnancy rate and birth rate. If it is too large, may show the unmet need for contraception or may reflect a deficient antenatal care. Abortion rate is the number of all types of abortions that have occurred during the year per 1,000 women of childbearing age. A high abortion rate may again reflect unmet need for contraception or a deficient antenatal service. Both pregnancy rate and abortion rate can be calculated only when the registration of all pregnancies is nearly complete, is adequate. Crude marriage rate is the number of marriages in the given year divided by mid-year population into 1,000. Again crude because the denominator is mid-year population. This may be required for calculating the amount of services, contraception services required, because for example in India marriage is almost universal. So the crude marriage rate is high in India. General marriage rate is an improvement over crude marriage rate because the numerator is number of marriages occurring in 1 year divided by the number of unmarried persons in the reproductive age group. So mid-year population is replaced by number of unmarried persons because everyone in the mid-year population may not be unmarried in that year, and then someone may be married outside their reproductive age groups. So general marriage rate is a refinement of crude marriage rate. Now a word about eligible couples. Eligible couple is defined as a currently married couple wherein the wife is in the reproductive age group. There are, according to 2011 census, there are 150 to 180 eligible couples per 1,000 population in India. These eligible couples are in need of family planning services. The eligible couple register is maintained and updated by the auxiliary nurse midwife at the subcenter. Target couples is an eligible couple who already has 2 or 3 living children, and hence these form a priority group among the eligible couples. But now, even couples with just 1 child or newly married couples are considered a priority for family planning services, and hence the term target couples been out of use and has entirely been replaced by eligible couple only. Couple protection rate is an indicator of the prevalence of contraceptive practice in the community, as the name indicates. Couple protection rate is defined as the percentage of eligible couples who are effectively protected against the childbirth by one or the other approved methods of family planning. The approved methods of family planning include sterilization, that is vasectomy, tubectomy, intrauterine device, condom, oral contraceptive pills. It is said that only when the couple protection rate is more than 60%, NR of 1 can be achieved.